Hello and a warm welcome. It's indeed a pleasure to be having with me the country director of Lincoln University, Malaysia, Dr. Roshan de Lima, on this very special segment because I know there are various areas that we need to touch on in connection with higher education in this country. So I'm happy to have on my program Dr. Roshan. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you, Faisal. Thank
So
you.
let me start off with my first question. What areas do you cover as a country director? I know it might be a major responsibility.
Yes, Faisal. So, in terms of responsibility of an education institution, we'll have two major areas that I will cover. One of the areas is the academia. The other area is the operations and administration of the student. So, in Sri Lanka, of course, our major role of we have partner institutions, affiliated partner institutions where they run our programs. Right. Apart from that, we directly offer some programs in the industry of healthcare professionals. So that's the major role in Sri Lanka. In terms of expanding my horizons, I have given some responsibility in Dubai. That is to overlook the 6 GCC countries, the areas in Dubai. So that operation is a little bit more complicated because complexity because of the population there. It's quite expatriate population, and that responsibility is also there. Similar responsibility again, academia plus administration. So I have a wonderful team.
So how long has that operation in Dubai been?
Well, the operation of Lincoln in Dubai is about I would say more than a decade. It's about
wow.
10 years old. I was given this responsibility a couple of years ago. So the key success is my staff. I have a wonderful set of team who is overlooking this and helping me. My colleagues
in Dubai
as well as in Sri Lanka. In Sri Lanka also. Now I'm given more responsible in US because the US chapter of Lincoln. President Lincoln University in US.
So that is your new development, right?
It's not my development. Actually, it's a responsibility given to me.
Wow. Yes. So you have so many responsibilities as country director.
To take this message, take this philosophy or the message to the student, or I would say to the needy. Basically, the specialty about, I'll touch that area because most of the people will know Lincoln, what is the operation in Sri Lanka and also in Dubai. Many people who are living there will know. Sri Lankans also will know it's all about. But I'll talk about something in US, what is happening in US. This, why I was put in charge here. I was put in charge to take this message across the Asia, whole thing. That's the whole plan behind this. Because, see, what again the philosophy, the Lincoln philosophy, the affordability, right? So it has been told that we all know undoubtedly the US education is something more scientific, right? It has a different, it's different from everyone knows that, anyone who has a US degree is quite different from the other countries. So this US, what we have done is we are looking at busy professionals like people like you, for instance. When you want to upgrade yourself, or when you want to bridge some gap that you have found in your academic journey, so we have introduced some online programs, postgraduate programs
for very encouraging
for healthcare professionals, postgraduate MBA. For busy executives, this is fully online. The beauty part of it has been taught by the US academic panel and it's US based. The beauty is because it's online, anyone from any part of the world can follow this program. That's the beauty part of it. You learn on your own pace. That's one thing. The second thing is the specialization. If you are in healthcare sector, you can specialize healthcare. If you are in logistics sector, you can specialize logistics. If you are in, I would say marketing, you can specialize marketing. If you are in education, you can specialize education. So while you are learning online, because you are a professional, I don't believe this online will work for undergrad and school leaves. because there are different values we need to inculcate in you in education.
I agree there.
Yeah.
Nothing like a classroom.
Nothing like a
style,
classroom.
yeah.
Nothing will replace a physical classroom. We all know that. But when it comes to postgraduate learning, professional learning, etc., you are a professional. You know what you want basically.
Absolutely.
You are trying to just bridge some gap in your knowledge. You are looking to bridge that knowledge gap. That's it all about, right? And also, in some of these corporate world, you call I need to have the 3-letter word MBA. Now it's kind of a
much sought after
thing. So that's also there. I would not deny that most of the professionals will come to us and say, look, doctor, I'm just looking to have this qualification just because I'm a senior manager now. I'm a senior manager. My subordinates, all they have master's degree, and some of them will have PhDs also, doctoral degrees also. So, but I like to have something like a master's degree. So these people, the students can follow this degree online. The certificate will be given by President Lincoln, US. So it's recognized by the State Department of California, Education State Department of California, accredited by them. So the qualification recognition, it's really wonderful. And the beauty part of it, Faisal, you won't believe if I tell this. You will not find a US offered MBA program a module fee of $150.
Mm-hmm.
You might have to follow about 10-15 modules. That means your total course fee, if I put it in dollars, it's going to be around $1,500 to $2,000. In Sri Lankan rupees, about 500,000. 500,000, 600,000 rupees in Sri Lankan context. So you are earning a US MBA sitting here, or you might be working somewhere in the world, somewhere else, but you are following this program. So I was really thrilled to be part of it, because I know many people who go to work in various countries in other part of the world. Sometimes you are put in a place you don't have access to anything. Literally. An example, we have plenty of Sri Lankans who are working in Maldives, plenty of Sri Lankans who are working in Middle East. In Dubai, I know that for a fact, if you want to upgrade yourself, if you want to get a bachelor degree, you walk into any institution in Dubai, you don't feel like even filling up the application, because it's that expensive. That's expensive in Dubai. And also, if you go to Maldives, you don't have an opportunity. So you're sitting in your workplace, you're sitting in your office, you're sitting in your hotel or wherever you're working. You don't see the outside world at all. But this opportunity, you can enhance yourself. You can think of the future, because you don't have to think, okay, fine, I'm with the bachelor degree. Okay, fine, I'm now down with it. No. You are going to get the master degree, and you are going to upgrade yourselves. And also, if you have dreams of going to, going to the Western, if you're moving to the Western, this would immensely help you to do that. Because any US degree, they don't think twice. Canada will not think twice. Right? So this is what it is all about. This I'm thrilled about this thing.
So happy that you all are giving your very best. Now, I know this field of education is highly competitive. Many people want to offer the very best to compete with one another. Do you believe that quality is very important?
Of course, why not? Quality, yeah. Education, the philosophy behind Lincoln, I'm part of Lincoln, we never believed in the large infrastructure. We never believed in that. And I also don't believe in large infrastructure. Because if I believe in that, Faisal, acres and acres of university and infrastructure, the world would have been a tremendous place for you and me.
Yeah, when you're talking about that, I've seen it myself. Lots of people have a false outlook to show, what their organization can offer in terms of infrastructure.
Infrastructure, yeah. But we are more focused on ethical infrastructure. Ethical infrastructure.
I love that.
Right. And also, I would like to touch this area since you have raised this question. It's not about the infrastructure. Anyone who has money with commercial aspect, you can build, buildings. But what matters is...
You have to give back to society, yeah?
Exactly. And what matters is what is happening inside.
Exactly.
In my terms, in my values, I would value the human resource. I'll just put an example to you in my case. You are a well-talented and well-renowned, well-recognized in the society as a compeer, right? And also a public speaker. So why you need a campus for you to teach this to other people? Or is it under the tree it's possible for you to do this? I'm asking this question from you now. You are the interview. I'm going to interview you. I'm going to interview you now.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Yes.
You tell me that now.
Yeah.
Would you sit under a tree and teach this skill to another person? Can you do that, Roshan?
Well, I think I prefer simplicity. I don't need to have a huge building to teach this. I would rather, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me, I put up a big building. Instead of you, I'm going to put somebody else and expect the same competency to be imparted. Is it going to happen?
It's not going to happen.
Oh my, that's the answer, Faisal.
You got the right one. You hit the nail on the head, right? Perfect. I just would like to ask you one more question before we wind up. You know, there is a lot of following towards the medical professionals. What can Lincoln University offer them?
Oh, that's a good topic. A very hot topic here in Sri Lanka. See, what we have done in terms of medical, we have given scholarships for students, irrespective of their income. If a student has done well in their A-levels with biomedical sciences, particularly if they have got 3 B passes and above, the Lincoln, Malaysia Medical School is giving them, I would say, 50% scholarship off. That is something that no Malaysian medical school has done. So this affordability of medical education is for all. Even it's for your daughter, it's your son also. Not that you can't think that, look, Roshan, this medical education is very expensive for me. I can't afford this. I'm an ordinary person. No, Faisal, it's all for all. It's all. Because we have merit-based scholarships also. It's not about that. You enroll once, you do well in your academia, then you get a scholarship for the next year.
And that's your legacy, Lincoln University.
That's the legacy. If you have spoken to the founders, if you have spoken to the chancellor, president, they all will confirm this. It's not only words, it's in action.
Very true.
It's in action.
Lots of people just speak, but they don't
No,
perform.
it's all in action. This is in action. If you want to study medicine, if you want to go to Malaysia, you will find Lincoln Medical School offers the lowest tuition fee. Again, going back to your question, the quality. The quality, what we maintain.
You never compromise with quality.
No. Our academics, they don't do that. Quality comes first, money comes second in our philosophy. First, quality, second, money. Let me put you a small example. During the crisis, some of the students were studying in Malaysia. Their parents couldn't remit money. You know that, right?
Yes, I do. Issues of dollar remittance.
Dollar remittance issues, they couldn't do that. You know what? What the dean or the president who you were just interviewed, who told, you go to him and tell that, sir, look here, I don't have money. My parent cannot send money for tuition fees. Oh, that's fine. Don't bother about it. Go and study. Do your studies. That was his answer. If you go there and say, sir, I failed my exam. Can you give me supplementary paper? Or can you allow me to, go to the next year? He said, no, go back and study. That would have been the answer. That means studies comes first, money comes second.
And they want to bring out the best in their
Exactly. And
students.
Here also, in Sri Lanka also, we follow the same principle, for example. You cannot pay and get any qualification from this part.
That's a sad part, because I realize I'm not going to very specify, but there are some
No, we
universities.
shouldn't be touching that area.
Yes, but it's good that you brought it up, because this is something that I am very concerned about, because I have had experience with people obtaining degrees from certain institutions. It's sad because there are so many who can't afford, their education, but now they have the opportunity because of people like you,
Exactly.
Lincoln University. Yes. I love the motto that you all have, education for all. So
exactly.
That's what is very, very important.
The beauty is that you cannot get a qualification from us unless you are competent. You've got to be competent.
Credibility matters a lot.
Credibility. You are not competent? No, we are not. Postgraduate students, we emphasize on research. If they are not going to do their research, no, we are not giving qualification. Because you know why? Well, selling paper qualification, certificate, I know, you know all these things happening here.
Exactly, absolutely, I do.
All happening. Why do you need to collect these certificates?
But you know, I also noticed you can do all that, but you can never face an interview and you can never go away from whatever they're posing, because that will come out as to who you are. Because when you are on an interview board, you know, at least facing an interview.
You know, Faisal, I have to tell you, it's a sad part of the story. Some of the students who come and join us after their degree, you know why? They have realized they don't have the competencies. They come, especially the applied science students, the science, because science is all about doing. They come to us and
practicality.
Practicality of it. They come to us and tell, undoubtedly we have one of the best faculties for science at applied health as well as life sciences. Some of the students, they have come with their 4-year bachelor degree and they want to take some modules from us. You know why? Because they had failed in the industry.
What a wonderful eye-opener. Very, very impressive. I think, Dr. Roshan, those words of inspiration, those words of encouragement, mean so much for people, because no matter where you stand, Lincoln University is there. They really believe in this motto.
Of course. That's what I wanted to do, the legacy and the philosophy.
Thank you very much. It was lovely having you, Dr. Roshan, on this segment. And for me, it was indeed a pleasure interviewing you. I wish you all the very best in your future endeavors as country director of this esteemed education institution, Lincoln University.
Thank you, Faisal.
Thank you very much. Thank you.